that I could never place my finger on that was wrong with the game. It's like there was all this stuff that was right, and there was just something that was wrong. And I couldn't, even today, I couldn't tell you what it was. Something was not right in that game. Maybe it was just the way some of the classes were, or the way some of the stuff worked, I don't know, but something wasn't right. Yeah, I mean, some classes were just bad. Like, real bad.
Not too much sun, I hope.
The fuck?
Komu is an ancient mossbear who was once the Deva's friend. But now he's become a wild and violent creature.
Oh, wild and violent, eh? Pray for me.
Too much sun, I hope.
Right, where do I end this fucking quest into? Down there. What's your favourite free MMO? Well, it was Runes and Magic, but Runes and Magic is technically not free, because if you want to play competitively at high levels, it costs you. So it's free, but not at the same time. To be fair, I don't think there's an awful lot of good free MMOs. I don't think there's a single free MMO that's actually kept me for a long time. So, I think a good free MMO is a bit of a myth. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of people that play free MMOs that enjoy them, but I just don't. If it's usually free, I don't tend to enjoy it, and that's not because I'm just not paying for it, so I go in there with like preconceived notions that because you're not paying for it, it's crap. It's not like that. I just haven't found a really good free MMO that's kept me. I tried them all as well. Silk Road. What's the other one? Repels. All kinds of stuff. Oh, Guild Wars is good, yeah, definitely. A lot better in the old days than what. I mean, not like it's crap now, but obviously it was better when it was first released than what it is now. It's starting to age a little bit, but Guild Wars 2 is on the way, so you never know. Guild Wars 2 looks pretty fucking nice. Yeah, well, like I say, technically not free because you got to buy the game, but saying that, you could pick up. I think there's probably a trial for it as well. You don't pay a subscription fee. Where's this fucking person I'm handing the shit into? Or did I end it in? I think I did it in, didn't I? I didn't even realise I handed that in. Right, so I did that, it seems. I must have undone it in because the timer's gone. Well, fuck me. Considering as soon as a level, it's kind of like, right, I'm going to call it there, blah 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 blah. I managed to get almost 25% of a level. And I've still got other quests to hand in. I've got a quest to hand in over here, and over here. Over everywhere. But I'll stay here for a moment. Do I have anything to do in my... Oh, I got a hat. It's got some nice physical, some nice evasion on it. Not quite as much physical defense, but it's got hit points on it as well. I think it actually is better. Looks a little bit weird though. Fucking wolf helm. That's not too bad though. I get a better hat next level anyway. Oh wait, do I? I mean, that's got 61 hit points on it. This, and it's got a pretty decent evasion. Oh, the other one's got 24 parry though. I lose 61 hit points, but I get 24 parry. And it also looks cool as fuck. Well, cooler anyway. Yeah, definitely cooler than a wolf on my head anyway. So what was I going to do now? I forgot it. I thought I sold that sword. Oh no, wait, I was going to grind it down, wasn't I? Forgot about that. Midnight Mail, Midnight Hat, Midnight Hat. Are they both the same? Yes, 100% identical. Do have some shit to sell, but I'll sell that when I next log in. Actually, I'll have a smoke, and then I'm off. In fact, I might lie down for an hour or two, actually. Then I'll wake up and get that spaghetti bolognese, yeah. Can't wait for that. Let me have a look at my stream. Let's just see the actual quality of such. Stretch it bigger. Let's just see the actual quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. Stretch it bigger. Let's just see the actual quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. Stretch it. No, that shit quality is that. Quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. Stretch it. No, that shit quality is that. Quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. No, that shit quality is that. Quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. No, that shit quality is that. Quality of such. Oh, it's gonna loop around. It's like it's okay stood still, but the motion's not as good as it should be. It's like it's okay stood still, but the motion's not as good as it should be. It's like it's okay stood still, but the motion's not. Yes, enough with the volume. Fucking hell. I should just turn the volume down. There we go. Fine, now I can actually have a look at it. But sound quality's fine, and it's not too bad. It's certainly more watchable than what it was the other day. It's just, I don't like that fucking pixelization, it should look better than that. And, I don't see any way to improve the quality, really. I mean, I've got the bitrate up. The frames per second's nice on it. It's like, it's definitely doing 30 frames. Yeah, it's 30 frames to that, so the frame rate's fine. Quite nice. Functions, but I don't see a World of Warcraft 2, not for a long time anyway. They will do it. Oh yeah, they'll do it. But not in the remote time frame of any time soon. If you were to say, will they do it in under 10 years? I'd be kind of like, not sure. Maybe. Maybe. But my guess would be, well, they've got StarCraft 2, and they've got Diablo 3. They'll have a new license for an MMO, and they'll be supporting that. So when you consider this new MMO isn't going to be out for another year or more at least. At least. It could be, I mean, it could be another 2 years before it's out. And then that MMO's got a lifespan of, you know, an active lifespan of a good few years after that. So before they even think about doing World of Warcraft 2, it could be like another fucking 7 years, or at least. And at that point, they might go, well, do you know, instead of World of Warcraft, we'll make World of StarCraft. So it's anybody's guess, really, but the next MMO from Blizzard I've heard is not going to be any other license, it's going to be a brand new license, which is fair enough. I almost suspect they're going to do what was rumoured a long time ago. And what the rumour was is they were making an MMO. Now at the time, it would have been they were making World of Warcraft, but the rumour was that it was going to be some kind of like Diablo-esque license, you know, with like demons and angels and stuff like that. Not Diablo Online or anything like that, it was just going to be like in that kind of vein. Like a PvP sort of MMO between like demons and angels and shit. So maybe they'll return to something like that. Where there is Diablo 3? Where the hell is StarCraft 2? StarCraft 2's been delayed to all fuck, and at the very latest StarCraft 2 was supposed to be out in November, and it's not even going to be out this year now. Awesome. They've really dropped the ball. And they go, oh, it's because we want to make it right and stuff like that. StarCraft 2 looks fucking finished. I mean, in Diablo 3 as well, it's like, what can... I mean, fair enough with Diablo 3 almost, but StarCraft 2 is fucking done. They could release StarCraft 2 as is. What they're doing, pissing around with a single player campaign that nobody gives a shit about. Just fucking release it. They could have released StarCraft 2 this year. I'm sorry, but they could. Even if... Well, I want to play the single-player StarCraft 2 campaign as well, but still, they could have released it as multiplayer only if they really fucking wanted to. That's what StarCraft 2 almost should have been, a multiplayer only game. Fuck the single-player almost. They could have just released it as a fucking... They could have released the multiplayer now, and then released all 3 campaigns as one separate expansion pack, like the single-player expansion, plus a few new units in multiplayer. Instead, we're getting this shit deal where the game's not only delayed, but we're only getting the Terran campaign, and then we're going to have to buy the Protoss campaign, and then we're going to have to buy the Zerg campaign. I presume they're going to add extra units in as well in multiplayer, because otherwise nobody's going to buy it. If you get all the units in the first game in multiplayer, and the other 2 expansions don't add any multiplayer units, they'll bomb with the games. I know some people want to play single player, I want to play the single player. I'm not sure about the pricing on each game. I suspect that the first game is going to be full retail price, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure how much the expansions are going to cost. Because technically they are expansions, because you're going to buy the full game to begin with, which is just the Terran campaign and multiplayer, and then the Zerg and Protoss campaigns are supposed to be expansions. But whether they release them as single standalone games or not remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. It's totally down Blizzard is that one. I suspect that there will be expansions. There should be. But you never know with game companies nowadays. They do some really snidey shit sometimes. Why don't you work for Blizzard? If I worked for Blizzard, there'd be fucking StarCraft 2 out by now. They would. Worst case scenario is you'd have a